Week 3 of the Generation 4 Pokemon Draft League, and my opponent Sleepy has a scary team led by Scizor and my favorite Pokemon, Suicune. But they also have a very threatening Aerodactyl and Gengar. Their Clado can Rapid Spin away my hazards, their Machamp can be Guts and just click Close Combat, and they also follow it off with an Ampharos and a Slacking. But for week 3, we are dropping Dracos with Choice Specs Kingdra as they have very little switch-ins from my opponent, and Dragon Balls just in case I care about accuracy. Very similarly with my water move, I am running Surf plus Hydro Pump. I have a lot of bulk because this allows me to take on both Gengar and Aerodactyl better. Shaman does the exact same thing with both Energy Ball and Hidden Power Fire, whereas Leech Seed spreading is really good into my opponent's team. And I have Rest just because of status. Leftover Shaman is really tough for my opponent to take down because of my max HP, and Energy Ball is over Seed Flare just because of pressure from both Aerodactyl and Suicune. My next Pokemon is Agility Roost ZAPDOS with both Thunderbolt and HP Ice to hit my opponent's team for neutral or super effective damage. I have enough HP to not be 2-hit KO'd by Shadow Ball from a non-Life Orb Gengar and Roost off the hit, and this Pokemon has a lot of potential to also sweep my opponent's team in the late game if Claydol is weakened. My Drifblim provides both a Rapid Spin blocker and also a setup sweeper with a combination of Calm Mind, Hidden Power Fire, and Shadow Ball. I'm Unburdened plus Citrus Berry to double my speed, but I also have Pain Split in case I get low to get HP back versus Pokemon that can't really hit me like Claydol and Suicune. My 5th Pokemon is Special Defensive Fortress to better take on Gengar and Claydol and deal with them via payback, but I also have Explosion, which is just a nuke. This Pokemon sets up spikes for my team and also Rapid Spins away my opponent's hazards, and I went with Custap Berry because it's really easy for Fortress to also side check Pokemon like Aerodactyl and even Machamp just because of its natural overall bulk. My final Pokemon, Nidoqueen, is my Gengar counter with Black Sludge plus Poison Point, Super Fang, Crunch, Toxic, and Stealth Rock. I'm max special defense so Gengar can never beat me unless it explodes, and Crunch allows me to always break its sub and do a ton of damage. So that's my team for week 3 of the Treasures of Ruin DPP Pokemon Draft League. Big shout out to Chris Reed for all the help this week, as well as Splash Plate for the awesome editing. Let's jump right into the battle. Alright, here we are with week 3, you two. Week 3 of the DPP Pokemon Draft League. My opponent has a Gengar lead. Not the worst thing in the world, to be honest. I could stay in. I could also just go out to Nidoqueen. I feel like Nidoqueen is my best play. Nidoqueen doesn't deal with too much here. Outside of, like if it's Life Orb, for instance, I eat the Shadow Ball and my Crunch does a lot back. I think Kingdra's so good. I think Kingdra clicking Surf is so good here, so clean. Okay. I think Kingdra clicking Surf here is so good in this game. They have like Aerodactyl and Scizor and stuff like that. So I'd rather go Nidoqueen now. They go for Sludge Bomb. Perfect. That does 8%. My gosh. That did 8. So it's not Life Orb for sure. Could be Choice Scarf. I think we're going to go for Stealth Rock here if we can, as they end up bringing out Claydol. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Toxin. Gonna go hard Kingdra. It's really difficult for them to punish immediately. And like I can Draco or also just go for a strong Surf. If Suicune wants to come out, I have Leech Seed. So I'm gonna go right for the like if they boom on this, it's a trade that opens up my Zapdos. Because Zapdos goes crazy with agility. Right? So we're gonna go for a strong Surf. Actually, if they're Spadef, is it better to go for anything else? Because if Claydol, that's that one. Should I Pump instead? Yeah, because if they're max Spadef, Pump is better than Surf. I'm going right for the Hydro Pump. It's not guaranteed. It's 80% chance to kill, right? But it gives me the most out of the turn, and I think it's toughest for them to switch into. And again, this is just on the assumption that they could be max special defense. Beautiful. So they probably were, and they probably want to go for Explosion. Claydol being gone means my Thunderbolts are free. If Gengar was Focus Sash, that's now broken as well. We don't have to worry about them spinning their stuff. Scizor comes out. Are you Scarf? I'm just going to go right for Hydro Pump. So that would have killed. That would have smoked Scizor. But that's okay. Because they finally bring out their Suicune. I think that Shaman is always my best play here. Great Ice Beam from the opponent, obviously. We can get a Leech Seed off as Scizor comes out. I'm actually going to assume at this point that Scizor is Aqua Berry. Because Hidden Power Fire does cook if they're not, but if they are, it's a little tougher. So I'm going to make the Nidoqueen play. I am scared about Aqua Berry. They could go for Pursuit here. They might fear the Hidden Power Fire as well. Also, if I get one Crunch off on Gengar, I'm feeling like... This is already in Thunderbolt range after Hazards. Shaman did 34 to me. Suicune did 34 to Shaman. Suicune, which means it's not offensive. It's pretty bulky. We'll make the Nidoqueen play now. Yeah, that's going for U-turn. That's not banded damage. I mean, we already know that based on the pump missing too. But yeah, getting that pump up would have been amazing because there's no Salt Vest in this generation as well. But I mean, I landed one. That's important. I landed one and that's important. I assume Suicune might want to come out. I might just go for Toxic into that. Just so I could bring out Shaman after. If they go Gengar, I'll obviously Crunch. Aerodactyl is something we want to be very careful about, though. Late game, that's looking very scary. And there's their Guts Machamp, right? That's their classic set. We'll bring the Fortress play now. On EQ, which does so much damage. I assume it's going to be a Fire Punch slash... any attack from there, exactly. And now what we can do is we just get a bunch of damage off of Machamp, which is basically weakening itself. So I'm going to go right for the Shadow Ball. It does a lot. Obviously, I have Unburden. They might fear Explosion, too. Do they have Stone Edge? Because they're definitely close combat last, right? I think I just Shadow Ball always. Because if they bring out Scizor, I can hit him Power Fire after. This Pokemon's annoying, but I'm looking really good with Agility Zapdos. Suicune comes out. Pain Split. It has more than me. I think it's still a Shaman play. As Aerodactyl comes in on the double. Okay, so now we know their full team. We know their full team. Aerial Ace or Stone Edge, most likely, right? We can scout with... There's Aerial Ace. Is it Fire Fang? Is it Ice Fang? This guy's a problem. This guy's definitely a problem. I think we sack Drifblim here and see what's up. As they do have the Aerial Ace. It is Life Orb. I think I need to get this guy in Custap Berry range because Stone Edge is a problem with Life Orb. Nidoqueen does live 1. And then I can try an Agility from there. Then again, Shaman actually lives at 2, but Nidoqueen definitely lives. I don't have a lot back to do. Man, that pump miss early on Scizor means I took that damage. Let's see. Aerodactyl being Life Orb is a problem. Fortress, Shaman, Aerodactyl. Surely Aerial Ace just kills me, right? Yeah. Does Fortress die to Life Orb EQ? Okay, it doesn't. I'll be at 32. Yeah, we're gonna go Nidoqueen. We're gonna double out into Fortress here. We live EQ, we live Aqua Tail. And it puts us in Custap Berry range. Which is important. I think that's the play. Get you out, do as much as I can. Okay, so they end up doubling out to Machamp, which is not exactly what we wanted, but now we're in Custap Berry range the next time we come in anyway. Obviously, they were fearing me going down. At this point, I feel pretty comfortable just going Kingdra. I think it's the play no matter what. Just scouting. But mainly, I just want to get the poison damage. Because, again, Agility can sweep. Agility Zapdos does sweep. And these guys should all lose. I mean, again, it still could be Aqua Berry Scizor. But Shaman puts in crazy work as well still. They Fire Punch, which is probably best case scenario for me. Because now I can just click Dragon Pulse relatively safely. KO them. 2-shot Kingdra if that comes in. 2-shot Scizor. Unless it's Citrus Berry. Yeah, there's Scizor coming out. Nasty crit. I don't think it mattered too much. They Bullet Punch me. Technically, this should have been the mon I set up Agility on. So that might have been a misplay on my part. Comes down to a few things, though. That might have been the opportunity. So that might have been a misplay on my part. We'll see. But also keeping you alive is good too because like Machamp should be in range of Thunderbolt now. What's my special die? Yeah, 216. Definitely dies Thunderbolt. Gengar is Scarf, so we can go out into... Technically could Crunch first and then Agility up. I think we Crunch Gengar. Oh, Aerodactyl comes out. We just stay in. We kind of have to. We have to go Fortress. Even if they switch, it doesn't matter because they only have one Life Orb hit left. So Boom is literally my play. Perfect. We get our beautiful Custap there. Shaman's Energy Ball to Machamp. Always go Shaman here. They go Machamp. If it's max HP. CC. Because I high-key think it's better to... Hold on, let me see how much my Shaman takes. My what's it called takes. I'm trying to plan this endgame out perfectly. Okay, so that should never kill with 2 Stealth Rock switch-ins. Sludge Bomb, well, Sludge Bomb will be bad. Okay, I think we can make it if it's... this also depends on like their set. But I think we can make it that Zapdos wins. They should go Gengar here. I think we can make it that Zapdos wins. We get the wrong Pokemon out, which is unfortunate, but... A Toxic here. Because we can Agility up with Zap, and then we can... Toxic puts it in range of Thunderbolt, even if it boosts. And I can Roost off. Dude, come on. So now I have to Super Fang, just in case they sub. And, yep. Come on, man. That's so whack, dude. What was the point? Oh, that's whack. Okay. We go you, we Thunderbolt. Always. We have to Roost. Then we Agility up. Dude, they crit me with Surf too. Are you serious? Because then I can Agility up guaranteed. Okay, so Ice Beam did 44, which means we can Agility now. Thunderbolt, if it's max HP, does KO. How much do I do to Gengar, though, is the thing. I don't actually kill Gengar, but I can Roost on Gengar once. This kills that. We Roost once because we are faster than Scarf Gengar. Oh, it's Super Specs. Oh, shoot. Okay. I think I just have to Roost stall it completely and pray I don't get crit. If Sludge Bomb crits me, basically because I have pressure, Zapdos can win the game right here. Thunderbolt isn't a guaranteed KO. It's only a 37% chance. Every turn that I'm going for this is a higher chance that my opponent crits me, obviously, or gets the poison. Oh, that's the literal perfect thing for me. Because I can... Okay, so they weren't Scarf. So yeah, they didn't get the crit there. And we're going to be able to Thunderbolt and win the game with Agility Zapdos. Nice. All right, so we end up winning week 3 with Big Agility Zapdos. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll keep you posted with week 4 whenever that goes up. Big shout out to Chris for the help. And that's it. Shout out to Kingdra as well, hitting that pump. I wish I hit the one versus Scizor. This was scary, man. Aerodactyl had a lot of potential. But anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.